I've been sleeping. Woo, whoa. I'm like, look. I will do that. It's like, as Carole King says, where I go, tiger follows. Right, tiger? Meh. Meh. She's just being sleepy. I wrote a little bit in the morning. Didn't really write a lot more later on. A little bit, not a lot more later on. No. I wish we could like capture yawns and then put them in jars, and then we would open them and then like open them like later, and then like if we wanted to we could hear it and it'd be like, ah. I'm like, instead of like, I just think it would be kind of neat. Like, I'm like, where do you live? I'm like, what kind of you live in your own world? I'm like, no. I'm just thinking. I'm like, I'm sure someone's thought of that. Like, Dr. Seuss. That would be neat. I think that would be cool. I'm like, isn't that a neat idea? I'm like, you yawning. I'm like, yeah, hurry up and get me a jar. And I'm like, hurry up and close it. Okay. I'm gonna use this on my sister. Okay, hi. Now she's like, I hope this jar is empty. I'm like, oh yeah, it is. And she's like, oh, okay, because I need to put like some buttons in here. I'm like, okay. I'm like, who uses buttons? I'm like, people who sew. And then put it in there. Like, you're mumbling. I'm like, how dare you? I'm just thinking. You put it in there. And then suddenly, it's like, oh, like, oh no. Ta-da. Look at that. Amazing. Woohoo. And like I said, I feel like I can't take pictures. I mean, like, what I would love to do is I would love to have the skills to go in my yard, in my little oasis, and like, because it's there every day. I would love to go back there and take the same picture. Not the same picture. I'd love to go back there. I have the same stuff back there, but be able to take pictures of different things. Oh, she gives me every day. And sometimes I feel like I can. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, that's kind of different. Sometimes I can. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I'll see it. Sometimes I'm like, I got that. I see it. I see it. I'm doing my video thing on here. My mama. Sometimes I get this idea. Anyway, you'll see it, and I'll be like, I got that. But now with everything like it is, what can I say? I'm like, because a great photographer would be able to do that. the same landscape and be able to use the same landscape and use that landscape to the fullest extent and be able to do something new with it all the time. If I had a tripod, maybe that would help. I thought about it. I could have gotten the bundle when I bought it, but I was trying to save money because I wanted my new phone too. So my new phone is a lot better than my old phone. I had my old phone for far too long. My new phone has more memory, so I can store more things and do more things with it. That's exactly why I wanted it, because it has, I can do more writing with it. Though I haven't done that yet. I haven't used the potential of my new phone to the fullest extent. I'm like, ooh. Do you ever think, I mean, not like, I mean, duh, but I mean, do you think you make like a noise when you think? Like, it's kind of like in the back of your throat. And you're trying to get a thought out. And you're really pulling for it. Like, I feel like I'm really, like, I feel that. And that's what I do. I'm like, sometimes I feel like, okay. Like, I'll get it like that. So I'll have things like this, and then I'll be like, okay, that's that. I'll be like, that's that, that's that, that's that, that's that. I've always imagined, like one time, not like one time, like I visualize like these organizers. And I don't mean like paper sort of things, but I mean like these things that you can get at the store, and they have little holes in them, but I visualize them being on a bookshelf. And I visualize them being very clean. And I visualize the bookshelf being painted white or something. But it was white to begin with. But so it doesn't need to be painted. And then the organizers are or whatever size they are. I don't know the dimensions. But they're really amazing because each one holds something different, but they each have a purpose. And for that, it'd be like, okay, this one holds my ideas for, like, say, doing this and this project. And then this other one holds my ideas for this in this sort of project. And then this one holds my ideas for this in this project. And then the books on the first shelf are all the books that I feel are important to me right now. And that's what I visualize when I'm being creative. When I am either writing or doing something. Or just being around. That's like my go-to source. The books on my top shelf. People have, like, on your iPhone or something, you know, you have your, like, bookshelf. I don't need that because I visualize it. Because this can go out. There's, you know, batteries can go out of this. But the books on your top shelf, that's important. And like the little organizers. I guess they're made of like some sort of recyclable material, I would hope. Since they're in my head, I'm gonna say they are. but they're just different gradations of pink. I like green, but my walls are green. So it'd be too much green on green. And if I want it in my room, it can't be that way. So it's just different gradations of pink. It could be different gradations of blue, but I like the contrast of the white with the pink, although that's done very many times. I see it a lot with when I go to sleep with one of my lamps. So perhaps it's an image that I get a lot. So it comes into my mind that way. Which would make sense. Listening to Tiger making sleepy noises. I think that's all. Bye.